welcome to the main event. This is the Best Man Speech. Best Man Speech by Matt and Alex. I hope that your drinks are full. I hope that you've just gone to the bathroom. If you're recording this, I hope your batteries are charged fully. Because it's going to take a while.
I got it.
I'd like to thank the parents of the bride and groom, friends and family, and most of all to Steve for giving us the privilege of being co-best men. Steve?
Yeah.
You were the best man at my wedding.
Steve, you were the best man at my wedding.
I've known you for over 20 years, and you are my best friend.
Steve, I've known you for over 20 years. You're my best friend.
20 years is a long time, but 12 years is a long time too.
12 years is an awfully long time.
It took you 12 years to propose to Zoe, Steve. What took you so long?
12 years, dude. That is a lot of video games, right? Am I right over there? Huh? Actually, I've been meaning to ask you guys, when you guys turn off the lights at night, which one's Zelda and which one's Link? Don't answer that. Your family's here. That's disgusting. We'll see.
Well, your lives are really coming together, aren't they? You got a couple good jobs, an apartment full of cats, and you both have a great place in Belmont, and we're really happy for both of you. Zoe, you've been with Steve through thick and thin, and you make him the man he is.
Zoe, obviously Steve is a brother to us. We love him. And over these past 12 years, you've become a sister to us as well. We love you. We welcome you to the family. So cheers to that, everybody.
Steve and Zoe, you're finally grown up. You're
getting married. Now, if you guys don't know this, Alex and I and Steve, along with our other best friends, Ben and Evan, we're in a band together for 15 years. And not a lot of people can actually say that they were in a band together for 15 years. It doesn't last that long, usually a lot of drama. So instead of doing a traditional best man speech, we decided to write a song for all you guys. It just made sense.
There's a couple of inside jokes that we want you to be aware of. So in order to clarify a few things, we'd like to ask our friend Steven to come up and give some insight on a few things. Get on, come on. We have some questions for him to answer.
Sit in the chair. Sit down and do what you're told. Oh, I almost forgot. This is pretty random, but my mother is moving out of her house. And she was cleaning her house. And she called me, she said, "You're never going to believe what I just found in the spare bedroom." Mom, what did you find in the spare bedroom, right? She said, "I found Steve Hart's report card from junior high school. And it's obvious to me that Steve was hiding this from his family." And so I figure now that they've gathered around from the entire country, and we're all here together, we can review his report card together as a family. Would you guys like to see it? That's what I'm talking about. This is right before Steve moved to Harvard, okay? So,
how about I read these off?
This is 98 to 99, grade 11.
Oh, yes. Right before...
Oh, it's not good, folks. Which is why I'm rating it, obviously. So, Alex, you want to just help me out? I'm just going to read a couple of these off, and then we'll get to the questions.
Let's see what we got here. So, understanding computers.
B-. Nice job, Steve. Let's give him a round of applause. B-. That could be the last round of applause he gets for this.
English.
D-. Sorry, Stevie. I don't want to study a little harder, Stevie Joe.
U.S. history.
F.
Geometry.
F.
Spanish.
F.
Physics.
F. Oh my God, you...
What about music?
Now, this is not just to embarrass Steve entirely, okay? Although it obviously is. But we wanted to give this to Zoe, this report card, because now that you're married, there's going to be a lot of arguments, okay? And I know that Steve is very opinionated, and he thinks he's right all the time. So now, when I give you an argument, you're going to be able to go up to Steve and say, I'm smart, and you're stupid. There you go. That's for you, Zoe. We love you.
I just want to say that the class ranking here was 769 out of 905.
If someone can do the math on that.
Worse than me?
Yeah.
There were some that were worse.
It's Nashua. I'm sorry. I grew up there, so I can say that. All right, so we have 10 questions, and again, this is to kind of fill you guys in a little bit about the song that we wrote. There's a lot of inside jokes, so we want you guys to be a part of the song. So the first question, Steve, question number 1. Actually, before we get to the first 10 questions, question number 0. How terrified are you right now?
12.
12, folks. Question number 1. When we first met, Steve and I'm pretty sure Steve didn't like me. In fact, I'm almost positive that he despised me. And that is because I gave him a nickname. Steve, what was the nickname, and why did I give you that nickname?
Oh, wait a minute. You want to go there?
I do.
Taco,
Why did I play Taco?
because he assumed I was Mexican.
Now, in fairness, I was 12 years old, okay? But if you've ever seen a picture of Steve when he's 12 years old... Oh, and by the way, I'm married an Italian, so by law, I'm actually allowed to make fun of them, okay? That's by law, okay?
All right, we're going to switch gears a little bit here. So we talked about being in a band for 15 years, and we've had a lot of good times and a lot of, the beginning was a little bit tough sometimes, In 1996, why didn't we kick you out of the band?
Because they sucked.
That's correct.
Ding, 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 ding. Sucks. Next question.
Question number 3, 2-part question. What was the first job that you had, and what transportation vehicle was stolen out of the freezer?
It was Arby's.
Arby's, correct. Second part.
It was Evan's bike.
And did Evan ever get his bike back?
No, he did not.
Terrible, terrible.
Question number 4. Another 2-part question. You've been in a lot of bands, Steve, and you've had a lot of bowl cuts. What band, aside from Gravehaven and Roman Traffic, were you in through the years of 2008 to 2014, and what was the official genre of said music?
2014?
You were in one of the band, just answer it.
Genuflect?
Yes, and what kind of music is that?
New metal or rap rock?
The correct answer is butt rock.
Butt rock, folks.
Butt rock.
Sorry, Greg.
Sorry,
I don't know
Greg.
where he went. Sorry. Okay. Steve, question number... What are we on there? I can't see. Question number 5. Question number 5. Call a friend? Yeah, 50-50. Steve, question number 5. Nice. Steve, you once admitted to me that you have had over 100 cats in your lifetime. If you can name 8 of them, I have a special present for you.
I have to name 8 cats.
Let's go.
Agatha,
1,
Michael,
2,
Mark,
3,
Monica,
4,
Rolly,
5,
OJ,
6,
Sophie,
7.
Rio.
All right!
Michael?
Never named 15 of them.
No, I had to stop there. This is getting too long already.
We might do that
So,
later.
question number 6 is not a question at all. It's a Lifetime Achievement Award. You are officially a cat lady. I'd like to hand you that. Put that on your head. It comes complete with a tail and some ears. My lovely wife, Brooke, sewed the ears on the hat.
Thank you, Brooke.
Question number 9. Question number...
We're going to see this on the dance floor tonight.
Yeah.
See that.
Let's keep the tail out. Question number 7. In 9th grade, you showed up to Mrs. Ickstrom's art class with what color hair?
How specific do I need to be about this?
Very.
Rosewood.
That's correct.
Dyed his hair rosewood.
It wasn't red. It was rosewood. Lovely.
Next question.
All right, another two-part question. Number 8. We're getting very close here. We're getting close. Okay. During the recording of our first EP album with producer Chris Smith, how did you describe the overall sound of the finished product, and how many times did you rewind that song back that night?
I think we said it sounded like it was recorded in a glass elevator.
You said it was glassy, which no one in the history of mankind has ever described sound as glassy, so I just remembered that.
But I was correct, wasn't it?
No. How many times did you rewind it back?
11.
So this is important because if you are ever going to listen to one of Steve's songs, and if he puts it on at 2 o'clock in the morning, he says it's a 4-minute song, get ready, you're going to be there for 3.5 hours, okay? He's going to rewind that back, okay? So you need to know that.
Lightning round.
Lightning round.
Since you've been dating Zoe, the two of you have watched all of Lost, all of Breaking Bad, and almost all of Game of Thrones. How many of these episodes have you watched without Zoe?
The first time? Or like rewatches?
The answer is supposed to be 0.
Oh.
They love each other. That was an easy one, Steve. You failed. Okay. Question number 10. I don't know if you all know this, but Steve is a space guy. He loves stars, planets, dark energy, what have you. Steve, I have a question for you. I don't think that you will get it right. How many years does it take for Jupiter to orbit the sun?
Is it 12?
That's fucking incredible. Oh, excuse me. That's incredible. 12 years, folks. That is the same amount of time that it took for you to propose to Zoe. And we wrote a song about it.
Now go sit down.
Go sit down.
Just got roasted pretty good, buddy. My answer.
Okay, folks, here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, the first time that I met you, I thought you were a Mexican.
In hindsight, I was slightly racist again, and I apologize.
I nicknamed you Taco because you look just like a Mexican.
Turns out you're just Italian and have slightly darker skin than that. Whoops.
When you first tried out for the band, you wore a Cheshire Cat shirt and had a Squire. $39.99 at Daddy's Junkie Music. I remember you trying to play bass, looking around with that bowl cut in your face. Here comes the hook. Stephen Hart, it's time to grow up. Getting married. Getting married. Working at Arby's, taking your couch. Your Harlem got stolen and we kicked you out of the band. Waiting for Steve, tinfoil ducks. Your mom snatched your Playboys like she's packing your lunch. Going on tour, now we're getting it done. Living at home till you're 31. Now you're in 2 bands, one is genuflect. Open 3-5, figure out the rest. Stephen Hart. It's time to grow up. Yeah, you're getting married. You're getting married. Oh, Stephen Hart. It's time to grow up. Yeah, you're getting married. Getting married. Since Brook Village, you've had 50 cats. Do you remember the names of those cats, Alex?
I remember some, but I don't remember them all.
I do. Miss Agatha.
And 4 Wheels.
Oh, yeah. Just that cat.
Yeah. And Rio.
Huh. There's Tigger.
Harmony.
Moses. Lucinda,
There's Mark
Monica,
and Matthew
Ren,
and Stimpy. Matthew and Skunky and Michael and Lucky
Tabitha,
and Elvis,
Rudy,
Patches
Barnaby,
and Rolly, Mittens,
Tinkerbell, Snow Fairy, with a skateboard thrown at your head, whiskey bottle thrown at your head, crucified by your friends. Oh man, will this ever end? Stephen Hart, it's time to grow up. Yeah, you're getting married, you're getting married. Oh, Stephen Hart, it's time to grow up. Yeah, you're getting married, you're getting married. Now you're in a band for 15 years, and Cat Prisoner was your biggest hit. You used to drive a band, but you couldn't park. It's not a friggin' mole, it's a beauty mark. Dyeing your hair rosewood. Your report card ain't looking so good. Sleeping in a gig bag in Evan's basement. Gary BB Rubber, Stella the Clown, Chris Smith, bad recording has got you down. Stephen Hart, here we go. Time to grow up, yeah, getting married, getting married. Oh, Stephen Hart, it's time to grow up, yeah, you're getting married, getting married. Cut my finger and I can't play bass. My intonation's off and I got bad taste in music. My bass part's coming up, rewind it back. It sounds a little classy, now I take that back. No, it's muddy, it's shiny, the low end is lacking. Now we're at your wedding and we're eating your cake. You look a little nervous and you're starting to shake. The speech is almost done, there's just one more part. Zoe's at your table, she must love Steve Hart. The following are things that took less time to do than it took Steve to propose to Zoe. 12 years. 12 years a slave. 12 years. Jupiter literally orbited the sun. Think about that for a minute. Michelangelo could have painted the Sistine Chapel 3 times over. The Colosseum only took 10 years to build. The Great Pyramids took 20 years, so good for you. 3 presidents, 2 band names, 2 lead singers in our band. 3 if you count the time that Ben came back to sing with us. 121 episodes of Lost, 5 seasons of Breaking Bad, 7 seasons of Game of Thrones. 5 Pats Super Bowls, 3 Red Sox World Series, 1 Bruins Stanley Cup, 1 Celtics Championship, 4,380 days. Now raise a glass to Mr. and Mrs. Hart. They're old